The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a Jackalope Folk Warlock.
I'm Connor Shenold, and I play Jaska, a Coyote Ranger.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch, a Rat Folk Wizard.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Zionsi, a Spider-Kin Cleric.
I'm Kim Cross, and I play Beatrix, a Tabaxi Rogue.
And I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Billy, a Balsam Fighter. And this time, I'm also your Dungeon Master. Join us as we go into the wilds.
The campers are still having this battle with small little spritelings. They have taken out the quickling and some of these spritelings as the lock on the cage between them and their counselors is almost broken. Kinsley, you are not seen by any of the spritelings, nor are you seen by Ironthorn at all. What would you like to do?
Can I see who's in the cage?
Yeah.
Can I see Twitch?
Yes.
What's he doing?
I don't know, Johnny. What is Twitch doing?
It's about to get even more weird. I'm going to use message and tell Twitch. Twitch, don't freak out. I'm coming. I'm coming to get you guys out. Just hang on. Did that reverb in my head?
It did reverb in your head a little bit.
Do I think he heard it?
You do think he heard it.
Okay, that was weird. You'll have to explain that to me later. And then dash, which will be right there.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
My bonus action mask of a 19.
19, yeah. So you are basically like underneath the stage of the amphitheater, kind of sneaking by. Lord Ironthorn does not see you as you are approaching the stage.
Turn.
All right, it is my spritelings. They're gonna run up on the bear that's all of a sudden just appeared and are gonna claw at you, or sorry, hit you with the briefcase. 11 to hit?
That hits.
4 points of bludgeoning. And then 19 to hit?
That hits.
For 4 points of bludgeoning. Brock, maybe a dex save, as the one still in the back has these roots sprout up and try to grab at you.
I can see it?
Yep.
So with advantage. Oh, dear. Goodness. 11.
11, that'll still save, as the other one right next to you is going to make an attack at you.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 6 to hit.
Not a miss.
Elion.
Elion's going to use a bonus action healing word on Brock.
Okay.
And so that is max healing 7 points of healing to Brock. And then Elion, for as lazy as he seems, is actually fleet of foot.
Oh.
And so he's going to move forward 35 feet closer toward the amphitheater podium. And last but not least, shoot a crossbow again at Lord Ironthorn. 20 modified.
That'll hit.
For only 3 points of damage.
Does not appear to do as much as you think it would.
Appear to all go through. And then I'll pass turn.
He appears to be very irritated by you, as he looks like he might be getting ready to do something. Dahlia.
Eugene has been fire bolting and magic missiling the lock, which is way over here. So that is something that is an option if you would rather do that than fighting these little guys.
Well, if we get that thing open, then they can come out and be helpful too. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to try to do is firebolt that.
Okay, roll me a d20.
13.
That barely misses the lock as you try to shoot it.
Okay, and that's all I can do.
You might Misty step out of there, so you're not getting hurt.
You want to bamf out of here?
Yes, I'm bamfed.
Okay. You bamf to the side, getting out of danger of that spriteling right there. Anything else?
No, because I can't do anything else.
As Eugene, your turn.
Okay, we're gonna try again. We're gonna magic missile this lock. We're gonna get Billy out of there. Seven.
As you hit the lock, it breaks. As the cage opens, I need your actual character's roll initiative. And just for the sake of this combat's finished. Your campers will not be fighting anymore. But if you want your camper to do something on your turn, I will allow it. 20 or higher.
27.
25.
15 or higher.
18.
10 or higher. Guys.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
It's what came out of the tower.
5 or higher?
9.
8, 9.
I got a 9.
Zianti, what'd you get?
5.
Just to be clear,
It's a
we're now
9?
facing the bad guy.
Yes. So, you see Ironthorn readying to almost strike out at Elion as Blackjack. Give me your turn.
Bonus action, Hex on him. And can Vin run up on him and give me the help action for my attacks?
Sure.
I am just going to fire more than a 20.
That'll hit.
6, 15 points of force damage. Second attack, 24
That'll hit.
for 10 points of force damage.
Go ahead and make me a dex save.
17?
That barely fails.
Oh, did it? Oh, wow. Guys, we might be up against something pretty powerful here.
10 points of fire damage
There we go.
as he turns his attention from Elion all of a sudden back to you all and says, well, I guess I'm trying. And he'll shoot the fire at you. Billy, it is your turn.
Billy is just gonna run up to Lord Ironthorn. Now that I'm free of the cage, you get the animal in me. And he's gonna try to slash him with his sword. 28
28 will hit.
with the sword of mud and stone, and then I'm also gonna do a goading attack. So he needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
So wisdom saving throw will be a natural 1 for a total of 3.
Okay, so he has disadvantage when trying to attack anyone who is not me. And then he's going to take 13 mud and stone damage. Baby sword, over 20.
That'll hit.
And he does 9 damage.
Does not appear to do as much as you think it would.
That's fine. Action surge!
All right.
With sword of mud and stone again, that's going to be 28.
That'll hit.
13 more damage. And then my last hit is going to be 25 for 14 damage. And I moved, and I bonus actioned, and I action surged. Turn complete.
Good job.
So at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to slash at you. For a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh my.
I'll be fine. I have 95 hit points now.
So 30 points of slashing damage and 18 points of fire.
Oh.
Okay, so I had 95 damage. I'm at like half now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a
bragging
natural
technique.
20.
That's what you
Yes.
get for bragging.
That's right.
Jessica.
Jessica will step out of the cage, go off to the side a little. Bonus action Hunter's Mark on Lord Ironthorn. And she will take her first shot with the longbow of the Autumn Fairies.
All right.
26 to hit,
That'll hit.
14 points of piercing damage. We'll have Mistletoe go in for 5 points.
And then your second attack?
Second attack, 27 to hit,
That'll hit.
10 points of piercing damage.
All right.
I have a question. Aiden, how long have we been in this cage? More than a minute?
Yeah.
Know your enemy. When you spend 1 minute outside of combat, studying a target, you learn their strength, dex, and con score. I learned their level, and I learned their current AC and HP.
So first we'll start with their strength, dex, and con score. Strength of a 21, dex of a 23, and a con of a 16. What was the next thing?
I also learned their level
16.
and their AC and HP.
AC 20, total HP was 264. Another legendary action. Jaska, give me a wisdom saving throw.
That is going to be a 13.
That'll fail, actually. You are frightened and you are paralyzed until anyone does damage to you, or until the end of the Eladrin's next turn. I did use that the wrong time because it is his turn. So first off, he will snap his fingers as appearing behind him are actually 2 pixies in business suits. So first he will face step back. And I need all of you to make me dex saves.
Oh no.
I'm paralyzed.
So you auto fail. As all of a sudden this fiery magic starts getting casted as he's casting Fireball. So Jaska, Twitch, and Billy, 30 points of fire damage. You'll take none, Beatrix. Ziansi and Blackjack, you'll take 15 points of fire damage. That is his turn.
So now I'm unparalyzed.
You are unparalyzed,
Okay.
correct. It is your turn, Beatrix.
How far away is the...
Only 40 feet away from you.
Okay, so I'm going to go up there.
Do you get sneak attack with this? You just rolled a nat 20. So I take that hit of fire, and as the cough and the smoke clears, I look out to make sure Kinsley's okay, and I see Beatrix rushing up. And I start to say, Beatrix, no. But instead, I believe in you, Beatrix, for the kids.
All these dice.
And this is why I gave it 200 health.
68. I skadoosh back out of the way.
Yeah. So you hit Iron Thorn right through the chest and pull out as his suit is completely torn up.
Oh, that felt so good. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I
get a
get to
second
do
attack.
2.
Oh, do you want to
But
offhand?
I already skadooshed away. Can we pretend I didn't?
Yeah, you can make a good second attack.
28.
That'll hit.
5. All right, and then skadoosh away.
He is going to legendary action because it technically got those back. He's going to move up to Billy and Beatrix, almost chasing after you.
Yeah.
As that his legendary action as Twitch. It is your turn.
I'm staying comfortable where I am here in the cage. And I am going to... Great job, Beatrix! And then I'm going to whip my hand out and toss his mind whip on him and the 2 allies within 30 feet of him because I'm casting it at level 5.
Intelligence save.
Yes.
For him, it'll be a 21. That'll be a 13 for one of the pixies, and a 7 for the other.
Okay.
So they both fail.
The pixies get 12 points of damage.
They're looking bad.
And then...
Is it half for Iron Thorn?
It's, on a successful save, it takes half.
So how much damage do you do?
12 total.
So 6. What's the other penalties that the pixies get?
They can't take reactions.
Okay, Ziansi.
Zionsi reaches out and feels a special connection, almost like Patreon inspiration from Carde Tim, and casts Dominate Person on this lord. It beguile a human. You can see they have a wisdom save or they are charmed.
Okay, so as that happens, you see him laugh a little bit.
And elves are generally immune to charm.
They're immune to charm.
Nice try. Also, this specific version of the Eladrin does not count as an elf. It is Fae, by all
Fae.
purposes of stat block.
So
He's not a humanoid.
yeah,
Yeah.
not a humanoid. There we go. So I feel that reach out there. Sorry, Carde, and then it just can't hold on to his mind. I can't. grasp
It
his
feels like
mind.
it's working for a second, but then it sort of just goes away.
Then Zelsi will go ahead and step forward 10 feet and whip him with a 4 on the die. Nope.
Are you stepping forward and doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just to get in range, 10 feet in range. So, and past turn.
Yeah. So, as your turn ends, it looks like he's getting ready to strike down at Beatrix.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/RedDirtDnD. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Lord Ironthorn begins to chuckle and says, "You all don't understand. I've worked for everything in my life. I've worked for everything, and I deserve this camp. I deserve it." He's going to make a legendary action attack at Beatrix.
My friend John F. says, no, you don't have any right to this space. So using that 1 on the die.
Yeah, so he completely whiffs, missing you.
Yes, so thank you, Patreon friend John F., for taking care of that for us.
As we roll back to the top with Blackjack.
Have Vin Weasel get up there and give me the help action for a more than 20.
That'll hit.
Little hexed. 15 points of force damage.
Youch.
Second attack, 25.
That'll hit.
13 points of force damage. And I don't get to do this very often. Maddening Hex. Plus 5 points of psychic damage on it.
Ooh.
That's a bonus action.
All right. Billy.
First off, you step to me, you get this sword. So I'm gonna use my Battle Master thing here to use Brace, which says when a target you see moves within reach, which I should have done this earlier, sorry. Use your reaction and make 1 attack. So let's see if the sword can hit him. 26.
That'll hit.
20 points of slashy bludgeon damage.
He is looking pretty bad.
Okay, so that was my reaction that I should have used earlier, but I didn't, and Aiden is being a good and helpful DM and letting me do it. So, for my actual action, we're gonna try, we get 2 more YBs. Oh no.
What did you roll?
A 2.
No, you didn't. You rolled a 16.
I rolled a 16. Oh my god. Yeah. So that would be
I foresaw this happening earlier when you were concentrating on him when the cage was locked. I was concentrating on you, thinking, you know what? He's gonna get this. He's gonna nail this. I know it. So your die is a 16.
which gets me up to 25. So 12.
All right.
With our first hit. And then our second hit here with our sword is also a 25. 16 damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action instead of baby sword. I'm going to second wind. And I rolled decently, so I add I'm up to 34, friends.
All right.
Jaska, your turn.
Okay. Before Jaska goes, Callista is gonna run in. She has dropped her bear form, and she's gonna get within 60 feet of Lord Ironthorns, and she's going to cast Heat Metal on his sword. And so he's going to take 9 points of fire damage, and I need him to make a Constitution saving throw to see if he drops the object.
Nice.
Con save coming up will be a 21.
Okay. So he still keeps it in his grasp, and so she can still cause this to give him damage. So then Jaska, she's gonna back up a little, and she's going to take a shot at him for a modified 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And she still has, no, I would have lost concentration on Hunter's Mark.
Why is that?
Fireball.
I'd actually say still make me a con save for that.
Okay.
You have to roll 15 or higher.
17.
You're good. Okay, so Hunter's Mark is still there.
Okay. 16 points of piercing damage.
He's looking so very bad.
Mistletoe is gonna come in. Do 1 point of baby damage.
Come on, Mistletoe! That's what you needed.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. As Mistletoe goes forward and wraps around him, tying him up, knocking him unconscious.
1.3 rounds of combat.
Wow.
And you see
Brilliant.
the two pixies put their hands up, and the Spritlings also put their hands up that are left.
If we want, Yancey can do some healing if we think we need it real quick.
I appreciate that.
Okay. All the allies get 21 points of healing.
Nice.
The main
thank
party.
you.
Tinker Top, cowering in the back of the cage next to Blackjack and Twitch. He says, "Tremendous job, my brave counselors. You've proven that the spirit of the Glimmerwood is resilient. The camp is safe, and I owe it all to you. Parents' Day is still on, and now we have even more reason to celebrate." And he snaps his fingers, and all the decorations that have been destroyed in the battle magically mend themselves and resume their prior position. "I can't thank you enough for all your help. Because of you, Camp Glimmerwood will be here for many seasons to come. I wish I had more, but this is for your troubles." And he's gonna give you 120 gold.
I mean, we should give that gold
I was
right
gonna
back.
say, yeah.
I look over at our group and I say,
No.
this was all the camp could give to us.
Nope, give it back.
I don't want it.
I look back at Fizzlepop and I say, my friend, this has no meaning to us. This camp needs this more than us, and we really don't need it. We don't buy a lot of things anyway, so here, put it to good use here at the camp.
You can maybe convince the gnomes to make better pixie puffs. I stayed up late and I made a copy because I can read now. Here is an excellent pixie puff recipe. And Billy will also hand over a copy of Whitaker's pixie puff recipe. He says, "Oh, thank you, that is so kind of you, but I really can't let you leave empty-handed. Here you go," and he gives you 6 superior healing potions. These are from Nurse Marjorie. She says you'll definitely need them the way you attract danger and injury. So Parents' Day here goes off without a hitch. Beatrix jumps through the hoop. The Lion Tamer Act goes as planned. Mistletoe, more showmanship than ever. And even Twitch and Kinsley's sad camper play goes off with no problems. Brock reads his beautiful sonnet and dedicates it to Dahlia, and the parents cheer, and checks are written, and hugs are had. And Parents' Day here is at the end of the season, and the campers are all gonna go home at the day, except for Callista, who Tinkertop mentioned, of course, is on a year-long contract in order to have full-time access to the Astral Retreat for research. As you look around, you spot Dahlia and Brock talking to who you can safely assume are Dahlia's parents. They share her mahogany skin and shiny dark hair. Brock sheepishly rubs the back of his neck before you see the parents nod, and Brock leaps forward, picking them both up into the air in a bear hug.
Oh.
It seems they've agreed to host Brock if he wants to visit Dahlia in Zafira. It's at this moment that a raccoon approaches you with something in its mouth. It stops before you, stands on its back legs, takes the note from between its teeth, and holds it out towards specifically Blackjack and not Jaska.
And I take out a gold piece and I give it to the raccoon.
The raccoon will salute and scampers off.
As reparations for my missing tip from last time, I'll pull off some raspberries from Raspberry and hand them over to Bradley.
He takes the in his little hands and then reaches out with his other hand, gives your leg a little thank you pat, and then scampers off with his gold piece and his raspberries.
So I read this note. It says, "Congratulations on a job well done. I knew you'd be perfect to help Tinkertop. He's a bit of an odd duck, but what can I say? He's endearing and he does good work. Your work, however, is not done. Finish your journey to Athenas. I will see you soon. Signed, Ceos."
Ooh.
Wow.
Gasp.
So, I guess our job is done here. Is this the last day of camp?
Yeah, everybody except me, Callista, and the kitchen gnomes are gonna head on home for the season.
It was nice to have known you. It was nice to have known this place.
For sure. And once you come in, generally the camp lets you back in as long as you don't vandalize the place, so you can always come back.
We can come back to visit?
Yeah, it seems like I'm gonna have a smaller pool of counselors next summer if you are looking for a job.
Describe vandalism. I think Ziantsi's gonna really need to scrub up those cobwebs from the cabin.
I mean, I'm sure as long as Oliver puts in a good word for you, you'll be fine.
If I'm anywhere near the area, I'd like to be able to come back.
Blackjack, give me a perception as you guys go and gather your things out of cabin and everything like that.
14.
As you guys are kind of walking away from Owlbear cabin, you look back over your shoulder one last time, and Oliver the Owlbear, still wearing his jackalope hat, takes it off and tips it and gives a bow and puts it back on his head and resumes his previous pose. Seems like he probably put in a good word for you if you wanted to come back.
That's awesome.
So, as you pass through the archway once again, a cold sheet of water falling over you, and when you look back, you see nothing but forest, stretching in all directions. The sun shines, but is filtered through the dense canopy of the Glimmerwood trees, and you feel a warmth in your heart that wasn't there 3 short days ago. Beatrix, your keys warm in your pocket and seem to fizzle with magic. Once per short rest, you can cast Misty Step using your keys now.
Wow.
Wow.
Jaska, Blueberry gives you a gentle tap on the leg before pointing at themselves, Raspberry and Mistletoe. What once were 3 balls of seemingly dead twigs are now full of life and little neon green berries. Once per long rest, your tumbleweeds can cast Goodberry. Twitch, you think of Kinsley and her almost unnerving optimism, and despite your initial ideals of what working with her would be like, you realize that you actually learned something about being a leader. Beacon of Hope has been added to your spell list and will not use one of your known spell slots. Ziansi, you open your mind to Grandmother Spider and thank her for your friends and your new adventure, and find that although distant, she grants you just a little more wisdom and clarity than you had 3 days ago. Increase your wisdom ability score to 17.
Wow!
Blackjack, although sore, you do feel stronger. Maybe Brock, his workouts and his protein powder did something. Increase your strength score to 10.
Wow.
That's cool.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Billy has gained something too, something he wasn't sure he would ever accomplish. He proudly shows you his sketchbook, which he has officially titled Billy's Adventures with His Friends. His intelligence score increases to 12, and he has learned how to read, as long as it isn't more difficult than a children's book.
I'm so excited for Billy.
Through days and days of travel, you finally see it, the great city of Athenas.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Kiri Hester as Billy and our Dungeon Master, Connor Shenold as Jaska, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Ziansi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aidan Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician PJ Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music, courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you are enjoying Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds.
many cantrips can you trip in a time?
Just
Many
once
one.
per turn.
Just one.
But,
But you
yes,
could
but cantrips never run out. You
How many
always-
trips
Right.
can trip?
Exactly. Well, if we get that thing open, then they can come out and be helpful too. Mm-hmm. That's what I was. All of my weapons are in that cage.
Everything I know and love is in there.
Everything I know and love is in that cage right now.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I'll determine that.
I'll determine your level of
I'll
interest.
determine your level of joy.
I was talking to myself. I was not related to that conversation,
well
but it was well placed.
Looks like this game's going to be fun. Not if I have anything. Evil showrunner.
Get in there and have fun. My dice have been really liking Elion.
Just pretend you're Elion still.
And if they don't like Xionsi, I want to go back to Elion. Oh, wait. I have advantage on initiative rolls
Yes, you
because
do.
of the whip.
Oh gosh. Okay.
He rolled a natural 1 to begin with, and now he rolled a 3. So, woohoo!
I want to know if I'm the only one at this table who every time says baby sword, I hear baby
sword.
You're not alone.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay. As long as I'm not the only one.
Okay. AC 20, total HP was 264.
264! Sorry, that was Kimberly's face.
So Billy was at the gate, looking at him, just studying him, studying him, studying, and then got to the last part and went, "Oh crap!"
If Billy knew first edition, we'd be in trouble.
Billy
trouble.
Like
reaches up,
Demogorgon.
shuts the gate.
Don't worry, kids, you got this.
Never mind, guys.
We'll
guys are
stay
doing
in
awesome.
here.
You're doing great.
So first off, he will snap his fingers as appearing behind him are actually 2 pixies in business suits.
Who's making these tiny suits? I want one.
So do I, so badly.
You want a tiny suit,
No,
Blackjack?
I want you in a tiny suit with a briefcase.
I can read now. I'm a businessman.
Man.
So first he will face step back, and I need all of you to make me dex saves.
Oh no!
I'm paralyzed.
So you auto fail.
No.
No. Sorry.
God.
Jeepers, Batman.
Kiri.
I rolled a nat 1 and
I wonder
scared
how much that
myself.
peaked the mic. I don't have my headphones in.
I mean, it cleared my sinuses. Sorry.
Dear listener, it's important that you know that Aiden has an adorable little garden gnome as the mini for Ironthorn. It's really hard to
I
attack
can't bring
it.
myself to it. Yeah.
It's so cute.
I thought it was kind of funny.
His back is facing me right now. I'm good.
It's worse from the front. He's
Yeah.
got a cute little nose.
I believe in you, Beatrix. For the kids.
All these dice.
And this is why I gave it 200 health. I know that you all do a lot of damage. These 3. Also, Billy's starting to do a lot more damage now.
Billy is doing a lot more damage now.
Don't talk. Shh. Math is happening by an English teacher.
No, she's a math teacher.
Oh.
Brooke and I are the English
I thought
teachers.
all of you were English teachers.
68.
So close.
I say that we go ahead and give her the
One
extra
to grow on.
I'll give her the extra 1 because it's funny.
69 damage.
Nice.
And because the extra 1 point probably doesn't matter.
Right.
You hit Ironthorn right through the chest and pull out as his suit is completely torn up.
That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah.
Suit is ruined.
At least your suit is a mess.
You'll never get that dry cleaned.
Twitch, it is your turn.
I don't think he's going to be tricked by a goat.
So
You never know.
I'm going to throw a goat at him.
As we roll back to the top with Blackjack.
Oh, I just took a bite of pizza.
Blackjack, this is no time to eat. This is time to battle.
Gotta get his strength.
This is no time to carbo load.
He learned too much from Brock.
Brock, yeah.
And I back further into the cage.
Just pressing yourself against the back bars.
I mean,
You and Twitch just...
We're both pushing each other in front of each other.
Trying to hide each other.
I stayed up late and I made a copy because I can read now. Here is an excellent Pixie Puff recipe. And Billy will also hand over a copy of Whitaker's Pixie Puff recipe.
there was a photocopier in the lounge. You finally see it. The great city of Athena.
Go on.
Okay.
All right. This is my description starter for the next episode. So
okay.
we'll get more into the description.
Oh, okay.
That is good. All right.